Tired of your old, damaged, dry wig? Want to learn how to revitalize it and get it back to its original state? Stay tuned. Hi everyone, I hope that you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a quick and easy way to refresh your old wig. So you're going to want to take a bucket, you can place it anywhere, and then you're just going to take your old wig and put it inside of the bucket or container that you're using. And then the next step would be to boil some really hot water. So I put my water in this electronic kettle, and then once the water is boiled, you're just going to take that container and then pour the water all over the wig. You want to make sure that the wig is as saturated as it can be. I'm going to dump all of the water contents into this container, and I try and move the kettle around in kind of like a circular motion just to make sure I'm getting every inch of the wig. I do want you to be careful though, because this water is extremely hot. I let my water boil up until the point where the kettle turned itself off. So because this water is so hot, I'm going to use this large rat tail comb. I'm going to use the tail end to go ahead and just make sure that the wig is completely submerged under the water. So I'll just take the end of the comb and kind of move the wig around and push it down just to make sure at least every inch of the wig has some water that touched it. So after you ensure that the wig is submerged underwater, the next thing you're going to want to do is take your conditioner. So I'm using a cheaper conditioner from Public Goods. You want to create a couple squirts of it inside with the wig, and then you're going to take your comb or whatever tool you're using to move the wig around and just go ahead and mix that conditioner in with your hair. You want to make sure you mix it really good, but try not to touch the hot water. So you can see I'm just moving the comb around and kind of flipping the wig to make sure that at least most of it is getting some of that conditioner inside of it. After you've mixed the conditioner in really well, you're going to want to go ahead and leave your wig for a while. I like to let my wig sit inside of that conditioner hot water until the water becomes bearable enough for me to handle. So I let it sit for a couple of hours, and then the next step is to rinse out the hair. Here I ran some lukewarm water and I'm just thoroughly rinsing out the wig, and you see that I have my hairbrush or my wig brush and I'm just brushing out the curls of the wig, and you can already tell how much better this hair looks from when I originally started. Before, the hair was really brittle and frail and extremely dry, and after letting it sit in the boiling water for a while, you can see that the curls are now coming back to life, and it's really exciting. One thing with this wig in particular, my friend made it for me, and I know she purchased the hair from Amazon, and it was a really beautiful wig when I had it, and it's still really nice now after I was able to refresh it. And I'm really excited to start, wearing wigs again and learn how to wear wigs and apply them myself. And so, this is just a really nice way to revitalize your wig. So after you're done washing it, I just want to say make sure you wash it extremely thoroughly. And then you can go ahead and start. I like to wring it out or kind of press the water out of the hair as much as I can. Afterwards, I'll towel dry the hair just a little bit. I don't have that on camera, but that's what I'll do. I'll kind of pat the hair dry and just squeeze out as much of the water as I can. After my wig is relatively dry, I'll go ahead and section off a section of my home where I'm going to leave my wig as I go through, the rest of the refreshing process. So I will put my wig on its head and I'll try and hold it down as best as I can. And then I'll go ahead and start applying the products that I want to put on this hair. So once I have my wig securely fastened down, I'll go ahead and start applying product to my wig. And so the first product that I'm putting on is this Cantu Avocado Leave-In Conditioner. Since this hair is curly hair, I just want to make sure that it's as moisturized and saturated as it needs to be. So I do kind of put a hefty amount. I wouldn't put as much as I would put on my natural hair, but I do kind of give this wig a little bit more love than I would for a wig that had straighter hair. So I just continue to work the product all throughout the curls of this wig. You'll see I run my fingers through it and I go ahead and just saturate every section of at least the back portion, and I'll try and get a bit more of the tips. The only thing and the biggest drawback about this wig is the frontal piece that's on it. I do think that the hair company, whoever made this frontal piece, they didn't put as much hair in the front, and it's a lot frizzier than the hair that's in the back. And so that's one thing that's a big drawback of it. Other than that, this wig doesn't shed that much. It does shed when it's wet, and I do kind of brush a little harsh, but in everyday life, when I were to wear this wig, it wasn't really shedding. It's just really that frontal piece that kind of bothers me because it frizzes up a lot. Whereas as you can see with the back, look how, beautiful and luscious these curls are. But then at the top front, it's a little bit more frizzy. Then I'll go ahead and apply my next product, which is the Jessie's Coily Custard. So I'm just going to take a section of that Coily Custard. Then with that section I just took, I'll go ahead and apply it to the hair in pretty much the same manner I applied the leave-in conditioner. I'll try and make sure I saturate the strands, get as much of the frontal as I can, and then I'll go ahead and work my hands all the way down to the ends just to make sure that the ends are receiving some love as well. But as you can see, this hair looks a lot better than it did when I originally showed you it on camera. The frontal is still a bit frizzy, but I think that just comes with the territory with this particular wig. But you can see from the back and from the side pieces that this wig looks a lot better than it did in the beginning, and it's much fresher. It looks, I would say, relatively new, and so I'm really excited and happy of how this wig came out, and I feel like I can use this process for all of my wigs in the future, just going through boiling them, making sure that I cleanse them really well, and then apply the products to my hair. And then I just like to use a brush when working with wigs just to make sure that every strand gets brushed out. Sometimes I'll use a comb, but for this particular video, I just typically like to use a brush, and you can just see how the brush glides directly through the hair, and it looks really great, and I'm really happy about it. So the last product that I applied to this wig is this Earthical Black Goddess oil. So I'll just take a few drops of it and then go ahead and just kind of rake it down the hair. I'll make sure that I get the ends really well, and then I'll add a few, pieces over to the frontal to kind of help manage that frizz that's there. And I like to really make sure I work the ends in with the oil and just, try and make sure I saturate as much as the hair with it as I can. And so, this is how I go through and refresh my wigs, my quick and easy process. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I want to upload a video of me trying on this wig again for the first time. So when I mentioned before, my friend made this wig for me, but she was the one that actually applied it for me, and I have really yet to actually apply it with, the Got2b glue and everything else by myself. And so I want to film a video of me trying to apply a wig for the first time and share it with you all. So again, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you next time. Leave a comment down below if, how you refresh your wigs, or if you even wear wigs, and if you'd be interested in me, filming me trying on this wig again for the first time. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.